Killarney does not so much sit in County Kerry as recline there, as if the mountains and lakes arranged themselves carefully and then decided to linger. If Ireland were a painting, Killarney would be the part where the artist spent extra time on the light. Yet beneath its postcard beauty lies a history as layered and occasionally dramatic as any great cities. Only here, the drama tends to echo off water and drift through oak woods before settling politely into legend. If you enjoy stunning drone views paired with unforgettable history, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an adventure with Horizon History. Let's take flight. Long before tourists arrived with cameras and sun hats, Killarney was a place of monastic quiet. In the 7th century, Saint Finian the Leper founded a monastery on Innisfallen Island, one of the jewels of Lough Leane. There, monks copied manuscripts and recorded events that would become part of the Annals of Innisfallen, one of medieval Ireland's most important chronicles. It is comforting to imagine these learned men pausing from their scholarship to admire the view, perhaps convincing themselves that contemplation required scenery of such quality. The lakes, Lough Leane, Muckross Lake, and the Upper Lake have always been Killarney's heart. They shimmer beneath the watchful slopes of Mangerton and the McGillycuddy's reeks, whose peaks seem carved from stubborn stone. The gap of Donoghue slices through the mountains with theatrical flair, as though nature decided Kerry required a dramatic entrance. For centuries, locals navigated these waters by boat, trading, fishing, and ferrying the occasional noble visitor who insisted the journey be made more comfortable than necessary. Norman influence reached Killarney, as it did much of Ireland, though the landscape here resisted full taming. Ross Castle, built in the 15th century by the O'Donoghue clan, rises from the lakeshore like something summoned from a bard's imagination. Legend claims that O'Donoghue himself sleeps beneath the waters of Lough Leane, rising every May morning on a white horse to circle the lake. Those who glimpse him, it is said, are blessed with good fortune, though whether that fortune includes decent weather in Kerry remains debatable. The town itself grew slowly, shaped as much by pilgrimage as by politics. Muckross Abbey, founded in the 15th century, stands today in romantic ruin, its cloister wrapped around an ancient yew tree that appears determined to outlive us all. Despite repeated sackings and confiscations during turbulent centuries, the abbey endured. It seems that even invaders found it difficult to argue with scenery so persuasive. Killarney's true transformation came in the 18th and 19th centuries, when it became one of Ireland's earliest tourist destinations. Wealthy visitors, particularly from Britain, were drawn by the lakes and mountains, seeking landscapes that felt wild yet comfortably accessible. The arrival of Queen Victoria in 1861 sealed Killarney's reputation. Her visit prompted extensive improvements, including the expansion of Muckross House and the tidying of roads, proof that royal attention, however fleeting, could inspire remarkable efficiency. Muckross House itself, an elegant Victorian mansion overlooking the lakes, became the centerpiece of Killarney's genteel appeal. Built for the Herbert family, it later passed into public ownership, becoming part of Ireland's first national park. Killarney National Park, established in 1932, ensured that the region's ancient woodlands, red deer, and lakes would be preserved. It is one of Ireland's great success stories, a decision to protect beauty not merely for admiration but for inheritance. Yet for all its refinement, Killarney has never lost its humour. The jaunting car drivers, jarvies, who guide visitors through the park possess a storytelling talent rivaled only by their horses' patience. They offer history, legend, and local gossip in equal measure, occasionally embellishing facts for dramatic effect. A jarvey will point to a hillside and recount a tale so vivid you'll half expect fairies to wave from behind a rock. The Great Famine left its shadow here, as everywhere in Ireland. Though tourism provided some economic cushion, the surrounding countryside suffered deeply. Emigration carried many away, their last sight of home perhaps the distant outline of the reeks against a grey sky. Killarney absorbed both grief and resilience, its beauty offering consolation even when circumstances did not. In the 20th century, Killarney embraced its identity fully as Ireland's scenic ambassador. Railways and later motor cars made it accessible to both the curious and the romantic. Musicians filled its pubs with reels and ballads, and its streets hummed with a mixture of accents. It became a place where locals and visitors mingled easily, united by a shared awe of the landscape, and perhaps by a shared relief when the rain held off. Today, Killarney remains a paradox, at once tranquil and lively, ancient and accommodating. Its history is written in stone castles, ruined abbeys, Victorian houses, and winding paths through oak woods. But it is also written in the laughter of jarvies, the splash of oars on Lough Leane, and the quiet certainty that some places are shaped not by conquest or industry, but by beauty itself. Killarney endures because it offers something rare, a harmony between history and landscape. The mountains watch, the lakes reflect, and the town carries on, welcoming pilgrims, poets, and the mildly sunburned with equal grace. In Killarney, time does not rush. It lingers, like mist on the water, content to let the story unfold at its own patient, golden pace. Thanks for flying with Horizon History. If you enjoyed the journey, those sweeping drone views, and the stories woven beneath them, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us where you'd like to explore next. Your support keeps us in the sky and the history coming. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon.